Today is day 23 of the hardcore 30-day discipline challenge, in which I'm trying to break bad habits, build self-discipline, and become a better me. And here are the rules for the next 30 days. 1 workout every day. 1 meditation every day. Read 5 pages of a book every day. No social media except for allowing myself to post on YouTube. No ultra-processed food, and no watching any TV, videos, or any content. I'll also be sharing my screen time at the end of the video so you can see I'm not cheating. I have 7 more days to go! Without further ado, it is Sunday, July the 6th. Let's get into the video.
5:30, time to get up.
Good morning. Breakfast this morning is some cinnamon oats with some banana and pear. I've had a great productive morning. I got up at 5:30 and I was doing some focusing for 2 hours. I started to build the 30-day discipline-free community and course in which we're all going to join and help each other build up better habits. I'm aiming to get it up and out within the next few days. I then did 25 minutes of yoga and then I took the dogs for a walk. I'm feeling really good today. I'm taking it a bit more slow, and I've said this on my channel before, but I'm going to keep saying it. I'm going to keep repeating it, which is that discipline is not always about pushing yourself every single day. It's not about forcing yourself to go hard every single day, pushing yourself past your limit. But it's about finding the balance between the push and the pull, knowing when to push yourself, knowing when you can do better, knowing when to stop your excuses, but also knowing when to tune into your body, knowing when your body is asking you for rest, knowing when you need to slow down a little bit. I think the word discipline for a lot of people can be very off-putting because it can sound quite harsh. You know, maybe you think of like the army, or you think of like, go, go, go. Someone shouting at you and like, you gotta do more, you gotta do more. And whilst that can be certainly part of it and it can be helpful at times, on the other spectrum, we do need the soft side. We do need the rest. We're not building these habits in order to punish yourself, but actually in order to enhance your life, in order to make you feel better so that you wake up with good energy, you feel good in yourself, you have better self-esteem, you have some fulfillment to your day, you have some purpose, you have some meaning. Last week I had planned for today on Sunday to do a 15k run. And yesterday I noticed that my body was feeling a bit sore. It was feeling really tired and fatigued. And so I made the decision yesterday that today I wasn't going to do the 15k, and instead I was going to do a yoga flow and go for a walk. And I just wanted to mention that to you because I think a lot of us have this attitude where we try and push ourselves to do too much at once, and that ends up in burnout. And when you burn out, then you end up falling completely off the wagon and you're not able to then get back into taking action. And I said this in yesterday's video when I talked about the biggest mistake that people make when trying to create a new habit, and it's that we try and push ourselves to do too much. This is why at the start of the year, when people make New Year's resolutions, it's why many people don't end up sticking to them in the long term, because they start trying to go to the gym like 4 or 5 times, 6 times a week from being on the couch, and then they burn out. And I used to be that person too, trying to look for a quick fix, but discipline is not quick. It's about making long-term lifestyle changes that are sustainable. And with that comes the balance of rest and slowing down. And this is actually what this symbol on my hand means to me. It's the yin and the yang symbol. And the yin is the slow, it's the dark, it's the rest. And the yang is the energetic, it's the light, it's the movement. And if you have one without the other, then you end up being out of balance. And so there's just some morning thoughts for you. It's currently 9:15. I'm going to start video editing. And yeah, I'm having a really good morning, and I'll see you in a bit. Lunch is a random mixture of goodness. We have some chicken, some salad, some beetroot, and some kimchi, which is good for the gut. Shout out to Caleb if he's watching this. He commented about gut health the other day, and I was like, oh yeah, let me get some gut health up in here. You know, I just wanted to remind you that there really is no rules to this life. The only rules are the rules that you believe to be true. And what do I mean by that? Well, we live in a society that has like a standard path. You know, you go to school, then you go to college, then you go to university, you get your degree, you find a partner, you buy a house, you have a kid, and there's nothing wrong with that path if that's genuinely what makes you happy. But the problem is so many people try to force themselves into that mold, and when they don't meet those expectations, they feel like a failure, because that's kind of what society tells us. Your parents might be saying, you need to get a job, you need to make this much money, where's your partner? You might be seeing your friends buy a mortgage, maybe they're settling down, they're having a kid, and maybe you start to think, am I behind or am I failing? But there's no such thing as being behind in life, because who are you behind? Who made up that timeline? It's all made up. There's no official rule that says you have to hit this certain milestone by a certain age. Personally, I'm 26 years old and I've never had a proper relationship. I've also never been to university, or I didn't get a degree. I live on a mountain in Greece and I don't have many friends because I'm very intentional about who I spend my time with. And to some people, I might look like a total failure, but I feel like I'm living a life that is meaningful and feels true to me. And I honestly think I'm happier than most people who are doing everything right. And I wanted to share this as a reminder in case you have got caught up in those false beliefs. Maybe you're beating yourself up, feeling like you're not good enough, or feeling like you're behind. But the rules are made up and you're on your own path and everything is unfolding in your own timing. Personally, in the last year, I've really learned how to trust in my own timing and trust that I'm exactly where I'm supposed to be. And so instead of getting lost in anxiety or fear, thinking why am I single? Is there something wrong with me? Why is my business not working? What's happening? I remind myself to trust that the right things are going to happen at the right time. I know I'll meet the right person when I'm meant to, and in the meantime, I'm going to enjoy my life. I'm going to enjoy my own company and building up a life that I really love. I know my business will succeed, and until then, I'm just going to keep on showing up and improving myself and keep developing my own skills. And honestly, what a shame it would be if, let's say in 2 years' time, everything worked out how it was supposed to. My business, my relationship, the life that I wanted to create. But I'd spent all this time right now feeling miserable, questioning myself, focusing on what I don't have. What a waste of time and energy that would be. And so if you can, try and enjoy where you are right now. If you're single, use that time to enjoy your own company. Get to know yourself. Use this time to work on yourself. Build up your confidence. Create a life that you really love. And if you're still figuring things out and you haven't even chosen a career, use this time to explore, to try new things, to discover different opportunities. Every phase in our life has value, but it's up to us to find it. Tomorrow's video, I'm going to talk about sleep hygiene and how sleep can improve your discipline, but I just wanted to give you that reminder, which is that the rules are made up. There's no friggin' rules to this life. And so don't get caught up in that negativity or anxiety. Everything's gonna work out how it is supposed to. I'm glad we had that meaningful conversation, but time to get back to work.
Little snack of tuna and egg on some crackers.
I've just done some reading, my meditation, and I'm gonna head down to the beach. We're gonna go see a friend. She's making us a freshly made Thai fish curry, and it's going to be a chilled evening. It is 10 o'clock. I got back from the sea late and I'm going to go straight to bed. Had a lovely salad and fish Thai curry, and let's do a screen time check. Today is 1 hour 5 minutes. Edited my YouTube short on CapCut and posted on YouTube. I'm going to get straight into bed because I'm getting up early, and so I'll see you tomorrow.